think Bud could beat Canelo. Like I said, I've been saying this. I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud would beat Canelo.
Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
But weight classes,
he's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared?
I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, you know, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
I know you said like he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
Boxing experts believe Terence Crawford won't just go up against Canelo Alvarez. He'll beat him convincingly. Many insiders are backing Crawford's speed, sharp mind, and power, even predicting he'll knock out the Mexican star in the 9th round. With that strong prediction making waves, fans and analysts are getting ready for what could be one of the biggest surprises in boxing.
All right, we have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right, Crawford, pound for pound, #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
Crawford says none of Canelo's past opponents come close to his skill, and that's what gives him the upper hand. Speaking on the Pound for Pound podcast, he said with confidence, I've got more speed than Canelo. I've got the reach. I'm the better boxer. All those guys you mentioned aren't as skilled as me. The difference in skill is huge. While he admits Canelo has power and size, Crawford believes his technique, footwork, ring smarts, and ability to adapt will make the difference. He's confident he can outbox Canelo and doesn't think he needs a knockout to prove he's the better all-around fighter on September 13th.
I feel like I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev
was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Former sparring partner Coron Davis pointed out the size difference between the two fighters, saying that skill won't matter as much. Body type and physical strength could decide the outcome. Abel Sanchez, who once coached GGG, agreed, warning that Crawford's move up 2 weight classes could backfire if Canelo lands solid body shots. But others see it differently. Technical experts like Teddy Atlas and Shannon Briggs are backing Crawford, praising his high ring IQ. Atlas even said Crawford is in a league of his own when it comes to strategy and adjusting during a fight.
He's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class. Can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
While giving credit to Alvarez's achievements and talent, Teddy Atlas believes Crawford stands apart as something truly special. He says Alvarez is still a strong fighter, but not as dominant as he used to be. According to Atlas, Canelo's physical shape and performance in the ring have dipped, and he no longer looks as sharp or explosive. Meanwhile, Crawford continues to perform at the highest level, showing elite speed, accuracy, and smart tactics that keep him ahead of the competition.
1 week removed from Canelo Alvarez, the 168-pound King's title defense versus William Skull. Now that we've had a week to digest it, I just want to get your early thoughts. Las Vegas, Nevada, Legion Stadium, Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Let's just hear your early thoughts and your preview for this mega fight.
Pretty much the same as it was a long time ago when they first announced this fight, and everybody thought I was crazy, which they often think. What are you going to do? They thought I was whatever. Come on. I like Crawford. I like Crawford then, I like him now. I liked him before Canelo looked not so good in his last fight, obviously. I thought it was going to be... I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. And I think he has it. I see it. The timing, the instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it. Just, I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to 154, but he was fighting a good fighter. He was fighting a guy that fought a very difficult style.
Former world champion Amir Khan recently shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, offering a detailed comparison. Khan, who fought Canelo in 2016 and has sparred with Crawford, feels Crawford holds the advantage with his speed, intelligence, and ability to adapt. Canelo has power and experience, no doubt, Khan said, but Crawford is the most complete fighter I've ever seen. He praised Crawford's ability to switch stances, control distance, and adjust quickly in the ring. While he warned that Canelo is dangerous early on, Khan believes Crawford's sharp timing and high fight IQ could be the key to winning this major matchup.
Both, like, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So, look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
Top boxing trainer Stephen "Breadman" Edwards recently explained why he believes Crawford would come out on top against Canelo. He said Crawford's ability to make adjustments during a fight is something Canelo has never really dealt with. According to Breadman, Crawford doesn't need to overpower Canelo. He just needs to outsmart him, and he will. He pointed out that Canelo has had trouble with smart, mobile fighters like Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol, and Crawford brings both qualities. Edwards also mentioned Crawford's great conditioning and killer instinct as big advantages in the later rounds. He summed it up by saying, "Crawford is just a bad matchup for Canelo. I think he stops him late."
Crawford's adjustments in fights are so underrated. He is a master adjuster. He finds something in every fight and just goes with it. That last fight, people talk about he struggled. You know what he found that last fight? A simple jab. He just started beating the guy up with a jab. He finds something in every fight. And he don't fight a lazy fight. Canelo, for as good as he is, he hasn't stopped anybody since 2021. That's 4 years. You know why? Because he gets a little tired and gets like a little bit complacent. He's a power puncher.
Stephen A. Smith thinks Canelo Alvarez is taking a big risk by going after a fight with Terence Crawford. He believes Crawford's speed, smarts, and ability to adjust make him a serious threat that Canelo might not be ready for.
He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Paulo couldn't do it and lost fight #2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small. No doubt boxing skills are sublime. No doubt he's pound for pound one of the best on the planet Earth. Crawford is the real deal. The real deal. And him and Charlo is the fight I want to see. Him and Charlo is the right fight I want to see. But y'all gonna stop holding it against Charlo. When you hit somebody and you know you can't hurt them and they keep coming, what the hell are you supposed to do?
Jeff Mayweather, uncle and longtime trainer of Floyd Mayweather, recently praised Terence Crawford's sharp technique but warned him not to take Canelo Alvarez lightly. Speaking to Essentially Sports, Jeff called Crawford a top-level technician with a clever switch-hitting style, but pointed out that moving up 2 weight classes to super middleweight is no small task. He said Crawford's speed, ring IQ, and defensive skills give him a real shot, but Canelo's strength, size, and experience can't be ignored. Jeff stressed that Crawford may have the skill advantage, but winning this fight will come down to smart strategy, not just raw talent.
It's kind of tough, but if anybody can do it, I think it would be Terence Crawford. I mean, skill-wise, I think he's a better fighter than Canelo, but Canelo is also a great fighter but he owns that weight class that he's in. So I would just say that I think that Crawford has to fight almost a perfect fight to win, and take advantage of Canelo's mistakes.
Yeah, so we have, it's an almost kind of a battle of, we have two guys, obviously the best, two of the best 3 or 4 boxers in the sport, regardless of weight class, but, which one is closer to the version of their prime, right? They're both getting older. I mean, they're both still, very, very good at this point, but, do you think maybe one of them, it's time for them to start falling off, and that might be the difference in this fight, that one starts to trail off a little bit?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, both guys are aging, and you never know. You never know when they're going to show their age. So it could be either one of them that does that. But I mean, I just lean toward Crawford because I just see dude has so many skills, and I mean, I just see that him possibly winning the fight by decision, but could also lose a close.
Canelo's recent showing against William Skull raised major concerns among boxing analysts. He landed only 152 punches over 12 rounds, one of the lowest totals ever for a fight of that length. Many noted that his timing seemed off, his rhythm was shaky, and he struggled to cut off the ring. Instead of applying pressure, Canelo looked hesitant and reactive. His footwork, which used to help him control the ring, seemed sluggish, giving Skull too much space. This cautious, low-activity style has led some to question if Canelo can still control the pace in high-level fights. With Terence Crawford known for controlling distance and adjusting during a fight, there's real worry that Canelo could fall behind on points early. If he can't keep up the pace or land effective counters, Crawford's speed, accuracy, and stamina might give him the upper hand. And in a fight like this, those kinds of openings could be the difference.
Was saying that one of Canelo's biggest strengths is his legs. It generates power and it helps with his punch resistance. Well, those legs are sliding and that power is diminishing. Canelo hasn't had a stoppage win now since he knocked out Caleb Plant in 2021. And yeah, he's dropped some of these guys, but he's not been able to step on the gas and finish them. He's not been able to go through the gears. His gas tank, you can put that into question as well. And Canelo Alvarez, come July, be 35 years old. So he is, look, Canelo's been around so long and his real prime was in his mid-20s. So we associate Canelo, mid-20s to early 30s. So we kind of associate Canelo with that. I don't want to say ever young, but he is still young, just not in boxing senses. But he's been around so long, 20 years a pro, and he's been at world levels for probably 15 of those. You're going to expect some slippage. And I think in this fight, an opponent, it was very negative, yes, but an opponent who Canelo Alvarez of 5 years ago would have handled, and he did handle him, but you know what I mean, he probably would have put some damage on William Skull. He didn't do anything. He didn't look good. And William Skull played his part in that, it has to be said. As I said, you fight that negative, there's only so much you can really do, even if you're Canelo Alvarez, even if you are Alexander Usyk, if you've got a fighter who was just going into this fight with one mindset, I want to go 12 rounds. I'll give you an example, Naoya Inoue.
Former champion Shane Mosley recently said that even a better version of Errol Spence wouldn't be enough to beat Terence Crawford. He pointed out that Spence looked weak, stiff, and worn out from cutting weight before their fight. Mosley explained that even if Spence improved physically, Crawford's timing, movement, power, switch hitting, and high ring IQ give him a clear edge. He added that Spence relies heavily on size and strength, while Crawford's success comes from his ability to adapt and control the ring. Mosley advised that Spence should think about moving up in weight instead of trying to rematch Crawford, because his style just doesn't match up well with Crawford's sharp, modern approach to the sport.
I just think that Crawford has more rhythm, more movement, more stuff. And not just having more movement, more stuff, he has the power and everything just to be one of those great fighters. He has everything. And if you have Spence is not one-dimensional, but in that fight, he was really one-dimensional, really stiff, and everything. It looked like they had really a lot of problems trying to get down to his weight. Didn't have enough time to work on stuff they need to work on to, attack Crawford or to do anything to Crawford. And then when they got in the ring, he was so weak. I mean, Crawford dropping him with right jabs. We're like, dang, that bullet just dropping him.
As Terence Crawford gears up for one of the toughest tests of his career, having a legend like Andre Ward in his corner is making a big difference. Ward, known for his discipline and sharp fight IQ, is helping Crawford fine-tune both his physical and mental game for the clash with Canelo Alvarez. Their training goes beyond just workouts. It's about strategy and focus. Ward's own experience against strong, high-level opponents gives Crawford valuable insight into what to expect. Together, they're building a game plan to disrupt Canelo's rhythm and control the pace of the fight. In the ring, every fighter brings their strengths, and they're working to make sure Crawford's are front and center.
Right. As you see, iron sharpening iron. Two legends, one retired, two-division undefeated Olympic gold medalist, first ballot Hall of Famer, Andre S.O.G. Ward, helping and training with three-division world champion, two-division undisputed world champion, and the reigning pound-for-pound king and future first ballot Hall of Famer, Terence Bud Crawford, as Terence Crawford is preparing to become a four-division world champion August 3rd when he faces off against WBA super welterweight, junior middleweight world champion Israel Madrimov. And the WBO title will be on the line as well. This is epic. There's shadow boxing. Terence Crawford in southpaw stance. As you see, Andre Ward in the orthodox stance. Many people starting to speculate.
Crawford brings smart boxing, pinpoint accuracy, and slick switch hitting. Canelo offers raw power, deep experience, and a champion's mindset. Still, most experts agree, in a fight where movement, timing, and adaptability matter most, Terence Crawford has the upper hand in skill. Canelo is no easy opponent, and his strength and ring smarts make him a serious challenge, but Crawford's tools give him the edge.
Going up and becoming undisputed against Canelo, whoo. Come on, man, I'm flying in the sunset, man. Thank you, boxing God.
That would be it?
That would be it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it for me. I didn't accomplish everything there is to accomplish in the sport of boxing. There's really nothing for me to accomplish right now. Like anything, it's about the money now. It's about the money. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not, but the money and to beat Canelo, if that fight was ever to happen, come on, man. Y'all better leave me alone. Y'all better leave me alone, man. Call me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
TBC, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I've been thinking about. I don't know why. I was just like, man, the last few days I was like, man, I don't know if it's God talking to me or what, but that's a fight that if Canelo win, then yeah, I'm gonna try to pursue that.
I love that. I love that mentality. I do. I love it. I love it because that's where it's at. That's what makes all-time greats.
Yeah.
If Crawford sticks to his game plan, he can win. But if Canelo applies pressure and lands body shots, his experience could take over.